Hi, welcome back. Let's start the Laravel CRUD application step by step. Now first I already visit the Laravel official website, select the version Laravel 9. So here go to the installation, go below. So this is the compose installation. So let's copy this one. Here you can copy, you just select this one and right click and copy. Otherwise here there is a copy. If you click on this icon, it will be copied on the clipboard. Right now I'm going to go to create my Laravel in my E drive. Okay, you can create any folder, any drive. Here I'm going to create the I just give the name of the folder Laravel CRUD application. Inside this application I am going to make the application. So here select the address bar, type cmd, press enter key. You will get the command prompt. Right click it. It will paste it here. Here you are going to change the name. I am going to change the name as CRUD application app. Right. This all the things I already explained. Only the thing, if you have to change this name, here CRUD application app. This is the project I am going to create. This is the project name. You can give any project name over here. I just give as CRUD application. You can give any project name. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your application is being installed. You have to wait until the installation is completed. Now the installation has been completed successfully. You can see the application key started successfully. All things are fine. Right. Now this project I am going to open on the VS Code editor. So here we have to open in the VS Code editor. Now if you want to open, don't open here code space dot to VS Code editor. We have to go to inside this folder. So how to go inside this folder? I already explained. cd change directory CRUD application app. Press enter in your keyboard. Now you are inside this folder. Now I am going to type here code space dot. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your project is open on the VS Code editor. Yes, trust. Right. This how we have installed the Laravel and your project is open on the VS Code editor. I hope you guys understood so far. We'll see in my next lecture. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we saw open the project on the VS Code editor. Now let's continue the project. Now here after open the project on VS Code, you will be able to see the folder structure as well as the file structure. This is all the things I have already explained. Now first we are going to go to the database. So go to the MySQL. So if you are not start the XAMPP server in your machine, you must start the XAMPP server. Okay, you have to click start. Right. After that you have to type it localhost my admin. You will be able to get this dashboard. Right. Now let's create the database. Click new. I'm going to create a new database as DB. Let's create as office. I just give the name as office. Click create. Now my database has been created successfully. Now let's back to our project. This is my project. Right. Now here all the database configuration will be managed by this .env file. We already studied what is the purpose we are doing in the .env file. We click on this. Here you have to go to the MySQL database connection. Here you will be able to do the configuration part. Now what is the database you have created? DB scope. This is the database we have created. Right. Here what is the database we have created over here? DB school. So you have to establish a database connection to Laravel. So we have to make the connection DB school. What is the changes you are did? You must file save out. Then only the changes will be applied. That's the thing you have to do it. I hope you guys you understood so far. I will see you in my next lecture. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the migration part. In this video, I am going to teach about the controller section. So let's back to our project. Now I am going to go to create the controller. So here you can see here. And now before create the controller, let's run our project and check. PHP artisan serve. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now here this is the URL. You just copy this one, Control C, copy back to our browser. You paste on the address bar and press enter key on your keyboard. Here your dashboard is running successfully. Right now your project is running here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want to open the new terminal without running the project. So how to open it? Here, click on this plus symbol and open the another terminal. Right. Now here I'm going to create the controller. So how to create the controller? The same command, only the make controller. Okay, the same migration, the same command. So PHP artisan make colon. This time we are going to create as controller. So we have type controller. Here we have to what is the name you are going to create the controller? What's the name? I'm going to create the controller which name is student controller. Right, student controller. This name I'm going to create the controller along with resource controller. We already talked about what is resources controller. It consists of 7 functions. So you have to create the resource controller. So you have to type here resource. This is not a blank controller. Blank controller. We have a resource controller. It consists of 7 functions. You have type and then resource. It's very simple to implement the CRUD operation. If you are type the resource here, the keyword, the word, right? Now you can see PHP artisan make controller. You have to name. What is the name you are going to create a controller? This is a resource controller. It is easy to implement the CRUD operation. So that we have to create the controller as resource controller. Keep in your mind. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your controller has been created successfully. Now let's check it. So where your controller is created, it will be here. It will be telling the path as well. Now we already know where the controller is created. Go to the app folder. Inside the app folder, there is a folder which is HTTP. Inside the HTTP folder, there is a controllers folder. Inside the controllers folder, your controller student controller. Here it will be created successfully. Here there is a functions here: index, create, store, show. Here all the function will be created. Right? This all the function will be created successfully. Right. Right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the model as well. Controller created successfully. Now I'm going to create the model. So how to create the model? PHP artisan make colon. Here I'm going to type a model. It's very simple. PHP artisan, when you create the controller, you have to create give the keyword as controller. When you create the model, here is a model. Now here specify the name of the model. What's the name? Student. This is the name we are going to create the model. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now your model has been created successfully. Here the model has been created successfully. Now you already know where your model is created. Here inside the app folder, we have a HTTP. Inside the HTTP folder, we have a controllers. But here inside the app folder, here you can simply you can see without going inside the folder. If you open up the app folder, the file is there, some models. If you expand the model, here your student model, which is created successfully. Right. Now I'm going to create the our all things we have to given here. What is the table name? Table name and primary key, our fillable field. All things we have to given here. We have to configure the fields because the control is the part which will be getting the data data from the model. Model is the part where communicate with the database and get the data and give back to the controller. Controller is the part get the data and giving to the views. So this is the flow, right? Now here, what I'm going to do here is first I'm going to type protected table. Here, what is the table you have created? You can see. If you forget it, you go and see students. This, this name you have to give here without spelling mistakes. Students. Students. After that, same thing. I just copy it. Control C to copy and Control V to paste over here. This one should be primary key. Second, I am going to set it here as a primary key. Primary key. You have to set the primary key over here. Primary key, which is ID. Right. After that, third one, Control C to copy, Control V to paste over here. Again, here, this is the primary key ID. These are the column we have created. This is the column you have to given here as a fillable columns. So you have to given here fillable columns. So you have to given here as a array format. You have to write with the array format. You have to write name. You have to specify the column names. So first column starting from the name. Second one is a phone. Sorry, second one is a course. Here, if you forget it, go and check it. Course. Third one is a fee. Okay. Course. Third one is a fee. These are the three columns we have created. Okay, these are the columns we have created. This is the primary key, which is ID. This is the table name. This is the primary key. These are the fillable columns. Okay. These three things are there in the models. You have to understand the structure. Okay, this should be must. I hope you guys you understood so far. I'll see you in my next lecture. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about how to create the controller and models. Let's continue the tutorial. Now, we done the model part. Now, let's file, save all, and back to our controller section. The controller is student controller. Now here, first what I'm going to do is, here, first I am going to specify the path of the model. Okay, path of the model. We have to specify the path. Now here, we have to, the controller, which is get the data from the model. So we have to give the path. So your model is decided where app HTTP app, sorry, not HTTP app. You can see here models / student. That's it. We successfully give the path here. App folder. Inside the app folder, there is a folder which is a model. Inside the models folder, we have a file which is student. That's it. Right. Now this commands, all the commands we can remove it. Select and remove it. We no need. If it is that is confusing, we have to remove them. Right. That's it. Right. Now, first I'm going to go to the index function. So here we have to load the data from the database and pass into the our view. So here, this function, this comment we have to remove it. I'm going to create the variable first. I'm going to create a variable which is students equal. The data is coming from where? We are getting the data from where? Models. We want to load all the data. At the moment, we don't have any data. We didn't insert any data yet. Now here, if there is any data is there, we have to load all the data from the database. So how to get them? Via the models. So we have to write a models name which is a student. Here you write colon colon. You type colon. Here I'm going to here I'm going to implement the pagination part. So you have to type colon latest. You type latest. You type latest. Here's the function latest. Here you type paginate. You type paginate. Paginate. You type paginate. How many records you have to give here? Paginate you have to give here. If it is 6, when the page is loaded, we have to show only 6 rows or 5 rows. Okay, let's give as 5. You can give whatever, okay, as you wish. I implement here as 5. Right. After that, return view. Here you write the name. Okay, so view we haven't created any views here. Let's return. Here you write students. This is a folder name which is a student. Inside the student folder, we have an index page, comma, here write compact, here we have a data compact, here this is student. Okay, we will load all the data, from the model. Okay, we load all the data from the model and pass it to the student variable. So here, we have to pass it over here. Just you have to pass it here, students, comma, this variable you have to call it. This all the data is resided in this all we get the data and assign to this variable. This all the data is inside this variable. You have to call it here, right? It's get the data and pass into the view, right? That's how the programming works. Right. After that, you have to write with we need a pagination. So you have to write you have to write the pagination command. You have to write request you have to write input, you have to the pagination page, comma, starting from 1, you have to 5. You type like this. Now here paginate I have set here as 5. Okay, you can set whatever value you can give here. I have given here only display the 5 row of records. Okay, so you have to apply here 5. So the same thing you have to given here, right? Okay, so only the record should be display only 5. These records return back to the view, which is a student folder index page. Along with these records. This variable we have to call it over here. It will be displayed the records with pagination. I hope you guys you understood so far. We'll see you in my next video. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the index method. In this video, I'm going to teach about the view section. So view section, we are going to create is go to the folder which is the resources. Inside the resources folder, we have a views folder. You have to expand the views folder. So there is only welcome.blade.php page only there, right? This is the welcome page of Laravel. Now, inside this views folder, I'm going to create a new folder. So right click new folder. Here I'm going to create the new folder as student. So which is a student, which is a folder name, right? So we have folder student. In this folder, I'm going to create the files. So first file I'm going to create as right click new file. I'm going to create as layout dot blade dot php. Second file I'm going to create as index dot blade dot php. This extension is must. Okay, so you have to type index dot blade dot php. This is the extension of Laravel. The blade dot php. This is the extension of Laravel. The extension is must. We have to create another page which is the edit dot blade dot php. After that, another page I am going to create as show dot blade dot php. Right. I have created 5 pages, 4 pages, edit page, uh, index page, and show page. These are all the pages I have created. Now let's first we have to look at the layout.blade.php. First we have to look at the page which is the layout.blade.php. Here, this is the template. I already explained. This is simple template file, right? So here we have to get like simply you have to type, hold on the shift key down and press 1 on your keyboard. You can get this mark. You simply click on this one. Here, automatically here your HTML file is you can have a HTML format look like this. Okay, this is a HTML5 standard. Now here all the head tag and body tag all things are there. Now here I'm going to make the design, the template design. First I'm going to type div class. I'm going to type simple container. So bootstrap class container. Div is started here. If you start the div, you must close the div. This is the standard you have to follow. Click on here. You have to align. Press tab key on your keyboard. It will be successfully aligned. Again, you have to type another div class. This one should be the row. This also div close. Align it right. After that, we have to size them. Div class. This is a basic bootstrap. So type 9. We have to give the size of 9. Right. Here, I'm going to heal the contents. I'm going to heal that. This is a basic templates. This is a basic template files, right? So here I'm going to heal the content. So you type the @ sign. You have to type yield. That yield the content. You have to write here content. Simply you have to type it. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, this is a template file which will be display each and every pages. Edit pages also display, index page and show page, all the pages. This template will be displayed. Only the yield content should be changed. Now here we have to add one more thing. We have to attach the bootstrap style. Only this template we have to attach the bootstrap style. It will be applied all other pages. Now let's go to the browser. Here, go to the Google search. You have typed the Bootstrap. This is a Bootstrap official website. You click on this. It visits the respective website of Bootstrap. Here you have to get them the CSS files, right? CDN. Let's copy this style, this CSS style. So click the clipboard. Your clipboard has been copied successfully. Back to your project. You paste inside the tag. You have to paste inside the tag. You have to paste it. Control V to paste it here. Right. So here the title I'm going to change it as the student management app. Management app. You can give any name over here of the title. I just give the name here as student management app. Right. That's it. Now file save all. We have write file save all. I hope you understood so far how to design the layout page. We'll see in my next lecture. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the layout page. In this video, I'm going to take about the index page. So click on the index. Now the index page, only the content only change. This template, the same template will be applying each and every pages. Only this content should be changed. So let's back to the index.date.php. This page you have to go back to index.date.php. Here, what I'm going to do is, here first you have to write extend. You write the extend keyword. Extend. You write extends your layout. So here you have to write like this. Your layout is resided where it resided inside the students folder. You have a layout page. You have to write like this inside the student folder. You have to write, you have to mention the folder name as well, student dot your layout. This is your page. This is your template page. You start here. After that you have to end it. So you write stop. This is a command. You type it stop. That's it. After that, inside here the content should be displayed. So you have to write section. Section, right? Content. The content. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Here you have to write the design. Now here you have to write the index page. How the index page look like, you have to designing over here. So first I'm going to go to get the cart, bootstrap cart. So type bootstrap cart. It goes to the side over here. Click on this. Okay, this is the simple card look you will be able to see here. Let me get them as the bootstrap 4 card 4 design. That's what get them. Like this one as click on this. Here this simple card design. I want to get them. Here this card design I have to get them. Class header body, right? You just copy this one. Paste it over here, right? I don't need the footer, I don't need them. Only the header section and body section I need. That's simply you have to get them. Right? Very simple. Right. Now the card's header, I'm going to write it over here. Simply header section. You have to change this text as you have to put the h1 tag, in tag. Here you have to write it here as employee student to student. You can give any name over here. This is student management app. Right, that's it. Here the card body section, we have to put the tables and all over here. The first I'm going to put one button for add the new records. So the button to starting tag and closing tag of the button. Right. Here I have to add the bootstrap style class. Right, the bootstrap style btn the bootstrap btn right warning. Okay, so the button you can see what our style you need. You just go to the Google and type button bootstrap. You can get many styles here. Okay, whatever you can write it. Button primary, secondary, success, all the things. There are many styles are there. Here there's a primary, we'll put as here as a primary. It's look great. Right, that's it. Okay. Now here we have the button which names add new. So add new. So add new button. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it over here. Right. Now let's file save all. File save all. After that, I'm going to make the table design. Table design also. Back to you simply have to go to here bootstrap table. Click on here. This is a table. I like this design. If you like this design, you can just copy and paste these styles. Okay, this design I like it. So with this dummy text, you copy them. Copy, then Control C to copy, Control V to paste over here. Right, this is dummy text. Right, I just align it. Align it. Right, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to here. This one should be our ID should be displayed. This here I'm going to display as a name. Here we have to display as name. What are the fields are there? Name. Here you can see the model. You can see the model. Student model. Right? Name, course, and fee. These are the fields are there. Right. Now name, course, fee. Name, student name, course, fee. Right. After that, we need one column. This one get the copy and paste it over here. This is the options. What's the meaning of option? Here, if you want to edit the record, there should be the button. If you want to delete the record, there should be another button. Okay, you will be manage the edit and delete. Here this via this option. Okay, we have each and every row. It has edit and delete buttons. You can manage the records. Right? Perfect. Right. Now here, this is after that, this is the heading. This is a table heading. Here inside the T body, here we have to get the data from the database. Okay, we get the data from the database and pass it to the model. Model pass it to the controller. Controller is returned back to the view. So here the data should be displayed. Right. So here we have to remove these all things. Keep on tier here. Tier type. Right. Okay. Now here you can see here. Go to the controller. We get the record from the model, the student model. Right. Pass into this variable. It return back to our return view, which is student index page along this records with the pagination. Now back to our index.date.php. You have to get them. How to get them over here is we have to write the for loop and get them. You have to write the for loop and get them. So you have to write for loop. Okay, you have to follow my instruction. This is must. So here you have to write for each loop. Right? We have to create the variables. Here you have to create a variable. Here you have to this is very must. Here you have to write as plural. So here students. Here students is a plural as student. He get all the records from here. Okay, the same name. Okay, the student's same name. We get all the records. This all the collection. Here we go to the model. Here this column name, ID, name, course, and fee. All the records should be loaded, and get it here and passing to here, right? So if you are passing to the view, it goes to the student folder index page. It will be returning to here all the records. It getting one by one. Okay, so here get the one is a plural. We passing, this one is a singular. Okay, you're passing. That's how you're passing. Now here how to get them, right? So here we have write this one TD. All things you are make it as TD. This is a table row TR. Here you have this TD. This one dummy text we have to remove it. This one we don't need. We have to remove it. Here you have write first one should be this one should be the number. How many records rows available? We have to write it over here. In Laravel, very simply you have to write it over here. Loop iteration. You have to write like this. It automatically it will be how many rows available. The number should be displayed. 1, 2, and the number should be displayed. You have to write like this. Loop iteration. Right. After that, second things, you just copy and paste it over here. Okay, this open bracket. Here, 2 open brackets, 2 close bracket. Inside the open and close bracket, you have to write the syntax. Right now, here, first record should be name. So here, this record get all the records from the collection, passing one by one. First, I have getting them student arrow. First, I have to display this column name. The name column name. The second column, I want to display course. Third column, I want to display fee. Okay, the same name should be you have to type over here. What is the name you have given in the model? Right, the same name you have to given. So the same name it will be getting the data over here. So if there any problem, it won't come here. Okay, there's a error should be displayed the same name. Then only the record should be loaded and show into your table columns. Right, that's it. Right, after that we have a option. This option, what we have to do is we have manage the records. We will be able to edit and delete the records. So we need another td tag. So the td tag, we need another td tag. Now right now here first one should be the view. So you write a view. We have to view the records. So right first we need a buttons. You have to write 3 buttons. Button, then button close. Right, this one should be view. Second button, copy and paste it. This one should be the edit button. That one should be delete button. We need 3 buttons. That's it. We need 3 buttons. Right? We need a 3 buttons. Right? That's it. Okay. Right? The 4 each is here. It will be open. We must close the tag. So here we have to close it. The TR is open. The TR is open over here. TR is closed over here. So we have to close it here. How to close it? End for each. End, you write end for each. That's it. Right? That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Right? You have to get the record and passing to here. And that's the thing you have to write. That's all the things are fine. Now here we need a pagination. The pagination we have to write below here. You have below here before the here stop. Right here we have to write pagination. So outright you have to write open bracket and close bracket. You have to write the right marks. Now here we have to write the same thing. The students. You have to get all the records, so we have to student. To complete the records, you have to pass the students. You have to write links. That's it. Links. what are the links tag? Links, right? So we have to, this how we have to call the pagination. I hope you guys you understood so far. We'll see you in my next video tutorial. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we discussed about the index page. In this video, we talk about the route section. So route section, you go to the folder which is the routes. You have to expand the folder. Here, inside the routes folder, there is a folder which is a web.php. We already discussed about this folder. What is the purpose we have created this folder? So we click on this. Here, all the routes are managed in this file web.php. So now I'm going to manage all the pages by the single routes. There's a resource. This is all the controllers. We have created the resources controller. So route also we have to create as a resource, route resource. So write route colon so write resource. Very simple. Okay, it can manage the 7 functions by the single route. It automatically can manage. So when the URL is coming within a single quotation, okay, when the URL coming /student, okay, /student, but here you write the comma. This one should be student controller. The student controller. What is the second controller we have created? Student controller. You write student controller. Okay, it will be there. Student controller class. That's it. Right. The first thing you have to write the route resource. You have to, when the URL is coming /student, it goes to student controller. Now the second step in the route, you have given the path where your student controller is resided. That's very important. The path must be important. So you have given here use here your inside app HTTP controllers. Inside the controllers folder we have a student controller. So you have to write out right here is app /HTTP /controllers. So controllers. After that you have to write the name of the controller, which is student controller. You have to write student controller. That's it. The simple things. You have to write like this. Very simple. You have to mention where your controller is reside. That's it. That's the thing you have to do. Now let's save all and run the application and check. So type php artisan serve command to run the application. Now you can see the server is running. Now let's copy this port back to your browser and paste it over here. Now the welcome page is successfully displayed. Now let's test the URL. How to test the URL? Here you can see here routes resources. You have typed /students. So right URL /student. It goes to the controller which is a student controller. It goes to the student controller and it will be returned the view as a this index.blade.php. This one. Right? Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. So you type /student. If the URL is coming like this, press enter key. I want to load the student records. I have get the error, one error, but compact undefined variable student. Here you can see here. If you get any error, you just scroll and see which page your error is coming. So you can easily understand this page is controller page. Here student controller. And which function? It's coming from index function. Here it indicated the line as well, where the error is. So here it easily it will be mentioned there. What is the error here? Here we have write here the compact students. We have write students. Here also we have student. That is there. So you have write here students here as. Here also you have write students. Okay, the same name you have given here. Right? So it is the same name you have given here. That's why it will be undefined. That code is undefined. So let's back to our student control. This is student control page. You can see here, you have write students. This one also students, right? So this one, this variable you are passing to here. Okay, this record is we have to passing to here, right? So here that is there. That is there. Now let's file, save world. Now let's check it. Refresh them. We have a undefined constant students. So you have to scroll them where the error is students links. Here. This is a pagination error. So here at the moment, what you're going to do is go to index.blade.php. So here you can easily understand which page error is coming from here. It shows the page as well. Okay, you can get the solution of the error. You can get the solution, the page. Now here at the moment I'm going to remove this one. Later on I am going to edit. Okay, because at the moment we don't have any records in the database. That's why it will be throw the error, I think. So let's save all. Now let's back to the browser and refresh it. Now here it's working successfully. Okay. When you get any error, try to solve yourself. Then only you will be learning programming. So that I will tell you how to solve the problems now. Okay, it will be easily indicated. Okay, where's the page, which line? I show you. Right? I hope guys this help you to this will help you all. I'll be seeing my next video tutorial. Thanks. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we saw if I click on this add new button, it goes to the student create page. This is student create page. So here we have register the students. So let's back to here. We need the space in between fee and submit button. Let's back to this is the page create.blade.php. This is the page. It will be displayed over here. Here in between fee and submit button, we need a break tag. So break. Right. Now let's file, save all, and let's check back here. Now you're having a space. Now here I'm going to change the name here as save. Or you can the submit here to change here as save. Or you can put here as register, whatever you like. Here again you file, save all, and check it back. It's it. Perfect. Now here we add the student details and click save button. We need to save the data into the database. So how to do the things? So let's back to our controller section. Right. Here you can see here, if you have filled the form here and click submit button, it goes to the student controller. There is a method which is a store method. Okay, this is a store method, right? So here you can see here, this is we already discussed about the create method and index method. The create method, when you click the add new button, add new button, it takes you to the student creation page. This handled by this function, create function, right? It return to the view student create. So it will be written this view create blade.php. After that, what you're going here, if I fill the form and click save button, what happens? Here now we are in the create.blade.php. If I fill the form and click save button, it goes to the form action, which is student controller store function. Right. Now if you are implemented the resource controller, it will be handled all the CRUD operation. Right. Now here the store function, it receiving the values in here, receiving values here. So here the values are coming like this. Here the name, what is the value or type on this text field, it will be stored here. What is the value you are typing on the course? Storing here, fee storing here. When you click submit button, this all the values will be coming to this function, store function request here. Right. Now we have to get the values. So how to get the values? So you have to create the variable. I just create the variable as input equal request. This request, we have to get all the requests. We have to get all the data. So you have all. We need to get all the data. After that, we get all the data and how to save the record via the model. Okay, model is a part where communicate with the database. So here, right, we have to save the data through this model. So here, what you're going to do is you have to type the model. Model name, student, here student, here colon class, sorry, student create. There's a method which is create. Here, what is the value? You receive all the details from the student details. You have to assign to this input variable. This input variable, I just copy and paste it inside this bracket. Right. Here student, this is student model. It is passing this all the data into the student model. Student model as a method which is a create. You have to pass this all the data to here. Right. Then if all the things are correct, the data should be added into the database. After add the data, we have to return back to our index page. After add the data, when you click this save button, it will be returned back to our index page after add the data. So here we have return redirect. Just redirect. You have redirect function. You have route. You have route. Route is the part where managing all the URLs. So you can call the route like this here. Okay, controller also, if you want to call the routes in controller, you can write like this, controller. Okay, route. Here you have to write which page you have to pass the records, which page you have to visit after add the record. You can mention the page, which page I need to visit, the index page. Index page means this page. So you have to write here, you have to write student. Student means the student is a folder name. Simply dot index. That's it. Student which is a folder name. The page which name is index. Only you can write index only. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Let's save all. Click add new button. It goes successfully. Now I'm going to add the data. Dr. John course PHP fee 12,000. Hit save button. Right, data is added successfully here. Now here you will be able to see the data. Right. So how to display the data into the table? I already discussed these things. Now here we need one column here. The heading I miss it. This one should be the options. We have a 3 option: view, edit, and delete. Delete the data. So let's back to our index page. Index.php. So here we are receiving the data over here. Right. Now here, what I'm going to do is here we have only created heading only 4. Here I need just copy this one. Control C to copy. Control V to paste over here. Here we have we need another column which is option. Okay, the option consists of 3 options: view the data, edit the data, and delete the data. We have 3 options. Now here, these buttons, we need a style. So here, you can write the style like this. Okay, so button class equal here. If you have any confused, you go here to the Google and type bootstrap button. Okay, click on this. You can get many styles over here, right? You can get the styles, right? So you have to what it go here, it will be mentioned the color and all. Now the second with success here is I need this style. Just copy this one back to your project. I'll be applied over here. Success, whatever. The edit also we have another. I need this one warning color. So this one copied, paste it over here, and delete also. I need a danger. You can get it. Okay, you can give any color. On delete also you have to put this red, right? After that, here also you are pasting over here. Right, simply you have to update the styles. Now let's save all. Back to our browser and check it. Here it's working perfectly well. Here it's working perfectly well. View the data, edit the data, and delete the data. I hope you guys you understood so far. I'll see you in my next lecture. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we saw how to add the records into the database. In this video, I'm going to teach how to view the data. So let's back to our views page, which is a index.blade.php, this page. Now here, we want to add the pagination. So we have open bracket and close bracket, open and close bracket. Inside the bracket, I'm going to simply write, you have to write the student. We have to display the pagination. You have to arrow, you have to write links. That's it. That's the things. The links. That's it. Right, now let's check whether it's working fine or not. File save all. Back to our browser and refresh it. There is no error. It's working. Now what I'm going to do is, now let's see the view. So view, what I'm going to do is, this is a view button. So this button, I need a anchor tag. So this all the things we did in our add new button. So the same tag I just copied, this line, Control C to copy, I paste it over here. Instead of writing, I already written here, ahref URL student. Here I need not this URL. Here this time I'm not going to add the records. I'm going to view the records. So I want to make it as a capital. I want to view the records. So how to type over here is the view the records. So write student. Look at the student. URL student. Here you have to use a concatenate operator. Here we need a slash, right? So student control slash. We have to view the particular record. So how to view the particular record? If you click on this view button, it getting this ID which is a primary key and passing to the another page which is a views page. So the particular record will be shown. So we have to get the ID. So how to get the ID? So here we have to write, in our database, if you go through the database, our database is DB school. Right here you can see the student table. We have a ID which is a primary key. So this ID we are getting. So here we have to add this ID. So how to get the ID? So this same thing just copy it. Here copy, right? Here passing here. This is not a name, ID, right? So here student slash ID, right? Student slash ID. If you click on this one, it goes student slash ID. Now let's save our, right? Now which page it will be show the details? Our show.blade.php, this page. So here it will be goes to which one? Here if you are write URL, it goes to the control which is student controller, this which with the ID. So ID, so here it goes to this, it will be handling the, this one will be handling the resource controller. It's getting this method, show method, right? The data is coming via the ID here, show function. So you're getting the receiving the ID. So you can see here, you write here simply, you write create the variable. You have simply you create student. You write student. Right. This is also the input. Also we have changed it as student. Anything. Okay, students. You have changed this one also students. So the copy, control C to copy. This one also you have changed as student. The same thing here also. I am going to change this one also students. Right. Student equal. Okay, so you have to get the ID and find the data. Okay, we are receiving the ID here. We have to find the data, match with this ID, right? So how to match it? How to find the data? We have to communicate with the model. So model which is a student model. So the student, right? Colon find. There is a predefined method in Laravel find. If you create the records, there is a create function works. If you find the record, there's a find function. Okay, there are different functions they are implemented in Laravel. So what is the ID you are receiving? This ID, you just copy and paste it. What's the ID you are coming here, receiving and paste, put it here, and it will be searching the record from the database via the model. This is a model which is a part which communicates with the database and get the data back to our controller. So get the ID. What is the ID matching value will be getting and assigned to this student variable. That's it. After that, we get the ID. We return to where the view. So which we have written. So we have to return view. Return view. You write student dot show. Here, which page we want to show? Student dot blade. So we have to implement student folder show page. Student folder show page with these values. Which value? This value. So you write simply. At first you have to call this students. Here this one should be goes to this page. So this variable is assigned this variable, comma this variable. That's it. That's the thing you have to do. Very simple, right? You have to get the data and pass into the student show page. This data you have to pass into the student show page. It goes here. The same name. You have to receive the data. Go to the show.blade.php. Here also you are receiving the data. Out receiving over here, you have to go to the create blade.php, the same page, select all, copy this all the page. You have to select all, the coding, copy back to my show.blade.php. You have to paste them. I want to delete this middle content only. The card, what you are written in the body section, only we need to remove. Okay, other the card section all are same. So this is a div. Only that we have to remove inside the div what the content you are written. You have to remove that. Right. Now here, what I'm going to do is here we have to write the paragraph tag and get the data. Right. We simply check it. Right. So you can see here the same thing you have to do it. A student control, you can see data is coming. This is the variable name. So the students. So we are receiving the same name over here. So .play.php our students. So students. So you have to this one students. Students. Create a variable. You have right. Open bracket, close bracket, open bracket and close bracket. Here I'm going to create a variable which is the students. This one should be the name, student's name, right? Student's name, right? Now here the same thing, I just copy it and paste it below this one, which is a phone, which is a name, another field which is another field, course field, right? If you have any doubt, confused, go to the model and check it. What are the fields are there? Go to the model. You can check it. This one should be course. Third one, copy it, paste it here, fee, right? Now let's check it back whether it's working fine or not. File, save all, back to browser. So browser, we have to check it, this page. Now let's refresh the page. There's a view link is there, right? If you are here, if you move the cursor on the view button, you can see the below the taskbar here, student ID. It will be displayed over here below. Here, what is the what is the ID of the student? It will be shown here. Click on the view button. Here, that record is successfully shown here into the view page. But here, this is not an efficient way to show the data, right? It's not look nice. So we have to simply do the simple style I am going to add it. Okay, if you are expert in the CSS, you can add good style. You will make it the good styles. So I'm going to make it as a simple style. I'm going to make it as, so you have to get as alert bootstrap. I want to display like this, right? So here you write this color. I need this color. I want this color. So this one should be warning alert. So warning alert, this div. I just copy this div. Copy, Control C, copy, or paste it here. This div is close it, right? This is a div. Okay, inside the card, you have to paste this div. This div started and close it here. Right, fine. Now let's check your file, save all, and check it back. Here, now it's successfully, it will be changed, right? So here you can write it over here, a name. You have to write paragraph tag here, name. You write student name, right here, write student name. Here this one, student course, yes, course. This one, fee. Right. Now let's check it. File, save all. Right, what is the problem here? All right, here I will be remove one bracket. That's the error. Right. Now let's file, save all, and back to the browser and check it. Now it's working fine. Now what I'm going to do is, now it's working fine. Now I'm going to do the another thing is, now I'm going to bold this one, the student name. So I'm going to write a bold tag. So you have to style it yourself. Okay, this is also CSS styles. You have to style it, bold and all the things, right? So here this bold here also I'm going to give the bold. It should be the perfect bold. Here also bold, here also bold close. Right. Here open the bold tag and close the tag. Now let's save all and check it back. How the application look like. Right here, it's working fine. Okay, it's working fine. You can do it. Okay, this is the simple style I have implemented. Okay, if you have a good CSS style, you can expert in the CSS. You have to do good as well, right? Very simple. Okay, if you click the view button, it goes to view page and show the data. Student name, course, and fee to be shown. Right now, if I'm going to add the new record, data course JSP fee 15,000. Hit save button. Here the new record is created successfully. If you click view button, this is John. This one should be John. If you click the view button, this is Peter. It will be displayed successfully. Right. Perfect. Now I hope the view part is you understood well. If you have any doubt, you let me know that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next lecture. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we saw the view part. In this video, I'm going to talk about the edit part. So let's back to the page. So here you can see there's a edit button, right? If you click on this edit button, it goes to the edit page. So let's back to our project. Go to the index.blade.php page. So here the same URL, this one, this anchor tag. Copy and paste it over here. Here the same URL, only we have a changes. We have use concatenate operator. We need another corresponding variable you create as edit. Right? So when you visit the page, student controller /id and the variable this course. Right? So that's how we have edit the records. So the particular page. Right? The query string, you have to write a query string and you have the student ID. Right. Now let's back to our controller section. This is a controller section. Edit. Here we receiving the ID. So let's the same thing. The same thing here. I just copy this one, paste it over here. Receiving the ID, we get the ID over here, and here we have find the matching records from the model. What's the ID are coming here? It's find the record from the model and passing to this variable. Now let's check it here. I already this example I explained it. Whether the ID is successfully coming or not, I already explained this one. So here let's implement this. We have to write echo. You can test it like this. Not only this, you can check show also. Right? So here the ID is displayed correct or not, you can check like this. Echo ID, you can check it. Now let's back it the browser here. Refresh them. Click on the edit button. Here the ID is 2. If you click this one should be ID is 2. This one should be ID 1. Here ID 1, ID 2. This one will be ID 1. This record should be ID 2. So here this one. Database. You can see the Peter should be ID 2. John is a ID 1. Right? So here it displays successfully. John is a ID 1. Peter's ID 2. Perfect. The ID is coming successfully. Right? So here when you click this URL. Okay, coming /student ID. Sorry, student ID. It's coming here, just /edit. Okay, so here you can see here this ID, this is a corresponding variable, edit. Right. Now I'm going to go to the controller, student controller again. I'm going to, the ID is coming successfully. Let's remove the comment. Now here I'm going to return the view. Right? I want to return the view. The ID matching value should be, I want to display the form. Then only you will be able to edit the records. Right. Now the same line, this line, return view student show, this same line, I just copy it and paste it over here. Now here at this time we have to show this, we find the ID, get the student details and pass into students variable. Now we are passing to which page I need to pass into edit.blade.php, this page. So this is the student, which is a folder name, edit, which is a file name. So you write edit. That's it, right? So this data, this variable you are passing here. So this variable is, we are getting the data into our form. So let's back to our edit.play.php page right here. Right now, here what I'm going to do here is very simple. Yeah, we have to do here the calculation very simple. Here I'm going to do it simply. Go to the create.play.php page, copy this one. I am select all, copy back to my edit play.php. Here I paste it. The same code I had pasted here. I'm going to modify it. Right here I'm going to modify. Right here at this time I'm not going to add the record. We have a record already. The existing record I'm going to update it. So that's the thing. Laravel implement the method called which is a patch. If it is a patch method, record is updated. So you're right, when you update the record, you have to remember there's a method which is a patch. A method, you write patch. Within the double quotation mark, you write patch. That's it. This method which used to update the record. Okay, you have to update the record using this method. Right. Now here the value is coming to this page, right? So, okay, so when you return back to the view section, you have to edit here this edit page. The value is coming to which page? Edit page. Now you are receiving the values, right? Receiving the values. What you are going to do is, how to receiving it here is, we have another attribute which is a value, which is a value attribute, which can retrieve the value. Okay, so here the same thing. Within the double quotation mark, you have to write open bracket, close bracket, open bracket and close bracket. Here I am going to write the students. Here that students. Here the same thing. The same name you have to write. What's the name here? Retrieving the data is students. So the same name. You have to retrieve the records over here. Right, edit page. Students. ID matching value will be displayed on the form. Name. That's it. Name. Right. Now the same thing. I just copied. Paste it over here. Here. Course. Here course. After that, paste it here. This one is a fee. That's it. Very simple. Okay, here very simple. We have to here when you here the flow is this. Very simple flow. Index page. When you click this edit URL link, it goes to the student controller along with the ID. So it goes to the student controller. If you are writing the resource controller, it will be understand to the this view. So it's getting this edit function, get the ID, and ID matching value will be getting from the model and passing to this variable, students variable, right? It return back to the edit page along with the values. So we have to get back to our page which is a edit blade.php and receiving the value student name, student course and value. Okay, the input text as a attribute which is a value, it will be getting the value and store. Okay. Now let's check it. File, save all. Let's check back. Now let's refresh them. Here there will be the edit link. Click on this. Here the ID matching value will be displayed successfully. The ID matching value will be displayed successfully. Now here this button I'm going to make it as edit, not save button, edit button. So back to my edit play.php page. Here I would make it as edit. This is a button which is a edit. This is an edit button, right? This is the edit button. and files, save all, and check it. Right here, it changed successfully. Now, if I make the changes over here and click edit button, record should be edited and back to my index page. Right? We'll talk about that things in my next video tutorial. Thank you for watching. Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to edit the records. Now the record has been displayed successfully. Now you will be able to make the changes over here. After make the changes, click edit button. We want to edit the records into the database. So how to do the task? So let's back to our VS Code editor. Here our project. So here, this is our edit.play.php. Here on here student, you have to write slash. Now here you have to write ID. So you have to use the concatenate operator. ID. Student. So ID. The right student's ID. Right. Okay. Right. Now when you click the edit button, it goes this record. Go to this controller, student controller, and here this is it along with the ID. So it will be coming to student controller. There's a method get all the records along with the ID. Now here all the student name, course and fee, all the requests are coming in this variable. The ID is coming here. Now I want to receive the data. So here first I'm going to this code I just copied and paste it over here. Here the same thing, this ID, the ID is passing to here and find the ID matching value should be finding from the model and passing to this variable. What's the ID coming here? If it is 1, it finding the ID 1 matching value should be finding from the model and passing to students variable. Now we have to get the form data. This is form data, name, course and fee is coming here. So we have to receive the data. So right, we have to create another variable which is a import. Whatever name you can create the variables. I just create as input the request variable, copy it and paste it over here. We have to get all the data. So there's a method which is a all. The Laravel implemented the different methods. Find the data, find, create the data, create. Here this one should be all. Right. After that, we get the ID and we have to get all the data. After that, we have to this variable, we have to copy it and paste it below. Here, we have to update the record. There is a function which is update. Which one I'm going to update? Which one the ID matching value, all the things are, we are passing to this variable. Right? We get the ID, and we are finding from the model and passing to this variable. This variable, we have to update which data? This updated data. So this coming updated data, we are passing to this input variable. This variable, I copy and paste it here. Right. Whatever changes you made, it is reside on this variable. If you are passing to here, it will be updated. Right? Simple. Here we are receiving the ID and finding the ID matching value will be finding from the model and passing to student variable. Here what I did, receiving all the data, name, what are the fields, name, course, fee, all the data and passing to this input, assigned to this input variable. After that, here student, this variable passing here, there is a update function. We have to update the data coming from this request. What is the changes you have made? It is coming the request variable, right? You're getting all the data. You are passing this input variable. we will be update the records. Very simple. Now, after update the record, I want to redirect to this index page. Now you have idea how to write it. Very simple. I already wrote. So how to write? Return redirect here you have to write route, which route you have to pass? Student index. I want to pass it as student index. So student folder index page, student folder index page. Right, that's it. That's the thing you have to write. Student folder index page. Very simple. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. Now let's check. File save all. Refresh them. Now here this edit. I want to go to my edit page. Sorry, index page. I want to this one should be capital letter. Delete also I want to be a capital letter instead of the simple. Save all and check it back. Refresh them. Here it's working. Now click on this edit button. It goes to the edit page. I'm going to make the changes. Peter James. Here goes PHP. Now we made two changes. Click edit button. Right here. Record edited successfully. You can see here. This is the edited record. Peter James. The course I have changed as PHP. It edited successfully. Now here also I'm going to change, instead of PHP, I'm going to change it as JSP. So how to change? Click edit button. I'm going to change it as servlet. Click edit button. Right. The changes are done. Here. The value change is successful. Right. I hope you guys have understood so far. I'll see you in my next lecture. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. In our last video, we talked about the edit section. In this video, I'm going to teach about the delete section. So let's back to our project. Now this is the button we created for edit. After that, you can see here, this is the button which we created for the delete section. So if you delete the record, first step what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create the simple form. So you have to type the tag form method. You have to write method post. This is a post request, so you have to write as post. After that, action. When you click the button, it goes to the action. So you have to write the simple this one. The same things. You just copy this line. You paste it over here. Right. So here, okay, post action. You are student / student ID. Right. When you delete the record, edit the record, we have to get the student ID. Student ID is a primary key. If you want to edit the record, we get the ID and edit the particular row. When you delete the record, get the student ID, which is a primary key, and delete the entire row. Right. Now after that, I'm going to style it. This one, style equal. Here you have to write display. You have to give a simple style over here. Display inline. Right, that's it. After that, we have to form tag. We have to close the form tag over here. Right. Click on here. Press tab key on your keyboard. Right. Okay. Now after that, this is the button. Inside the button, I'm going to type here. Type this one's the type equal. This is a submit button. Submit. When you click, this one should be the submit. This form submit. Okay. Now let's leave the space, then you will be easily understand what is going on here. Action. Submit. After that, you have to write here the class. You have to write dark. Instead of dark, you have to make it as danger. Danger. After that, we have to write the confirmation box will be required. If you want to delete the record, confirmation box will be required, because if you click delete button, it asks whether you are deleted or not. So we have to write over here on click, confirm, on click confirm, on click equal. You have to write here within the bracket, you have to write return confirm. You have to write within the bracket, you have to write QUOT. Right. So after that, you have to write confirm delete. You have to write delete, confirm delete. This is the text display. You have to ask the question mark also as well. After that, you write and the same thing you have to stay here. That's it. The simple stuff you have to write. That's it. Right. That's it. This is a confirmation message. It will be asked whether you are recording, you are going to delete or not. This stuff you have to pass the confirm message inside the button. Right. That's it. The simple stuff you have to write. Now let's file, save all. Right. When you click the button, it goes to the form action and it goes to the particular delete method of the controller. It goes to the controller. Here you can see the destroy. This is the function which will be delete your record. So get receive the ID, and here you have to delete the entire row. So how to receive the entire row? So here we have to write, you have to call the model. Your model is student, colon, destroy. There will be the method which is a destroy. You have to get the ID. What's the ID coming here? This ID is coming here. Here we are sending the ID here. Index.data.php, you are sending the ID over here. When you click the delete button, it goes to the student controller along with this ID. What's the ID coming here? It will be getting the particular ID over here and passing to here. And we are calling the which method we are calling? Destroy method. It will be communicate with the model and model through database. So it will be communicate the model and destroy the row. So here after delete the record, it will be redirect to here. We have to do the same thing. Copy it, paste it over here. Return redirect route student index. The same thing. We no need to write the same thing. You have to, when you edit the record or add the record or delete the record, we have to redirect to our index page. Student folder index page. That's it. Now here we have to do a simple modification. Let's go to, I forgot to write it that line. Go to the index.data.php, this page. Here we have to add the form, but we have to give the method. Then only it will be controller will be understand that. Okay, when you click this button, it goes to which function. It will be if it is a destroy, we have to tell them. So here you have to write, this is resources controller. So you have to write here the method field. This one should be the delete. You have to delete action. You have to delete. So write delete. You have to write method field delete. After that, you have to include the CSRF token. CSRF token, I already explained what is the purpose we are creating the CSRF token. So we no need to explain it. We also delete also we have to write the CSRF token field. That's it. That's the thing you have to write. That's it. Now let's file, save our. Now let's check it whether it's working fine or not. So back to our browser, refresh the project. Now here you can see here the button color should be changed. Now I'm going to click delete. Here the confirmation message is displayed. Confirm delete. You can give any message over here. Are you confirmed to delete? Any message you can give here. I just give as confirm delete. If you click cancel, it record keep on the table. Again click delete. Click OK. Record has been deleted. Here the record has been deleted. Perfect. The delete is working perfect. Right? Perfect. Okay, you have to type this method field delete. Okay, so the same thing you can see that if you want to edit the record, you can go here, edit also here. We are called the patch method. When you edit the record, it is we are called the patch method. Now the controller will be understand that the user is going to edit the record. We now need to call the function also here. We are right like this. It will be the resources controller will be understand. User going to edit the record. When you're going to add create the record also, you have to add this simply you have CHRF token. We calling here is going to add that. Very simple. Now we have CRUD application is finished. In our next video, we'll be talk about the pagination. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about the pagination. Now I already write the code of pagination. Now we have to set the pagination as we go to the controller. You can check only 5. Now let's check it. Now I'm going to add another record. Here I'm going to add another record which is John course Java fee 12,000. Save. I'm going to add another record and course PHP fee 12,000. Now I'm going to add the toes. I'm going to just add the toes. The course which is a I'm going to Steve course Photoshop fee. I'm going to set 10,000. Right. Now I'm going to add another course which is a you have to write cam courses. I'm going to write ASP fee 18,000. Click save button. Now we have already 5. Now if you are go above this range, you can see here. If you are click add new, I'm going to add another record which is a Sam. I'm going to write a course which is C#, say 8,000. Hit save button. If you go above this range, you can have a nice pagination. You can have a nice pagination. Here, if you click next, you can see the record. But you can see here the bootstrap style is not taken. It is we want to fix this one. Okay, it's very simple. We have to fix this one. What is the fix? We have to do it. Here the pagination is working successfully, but we have here's a problem. So how to fix them? Very simple. Let's back to our project. The project you can go to the providers folder. The inside the app, you can see the inside the app. Here there is another folder which is provider. So inside the app you can see here app, console, exceptions, HTTP models and providers. Okay, inside the app we have a folder which is a providers. Go inside the folder, select the file which is a app service provider.php. This app service.provider. Here we have to implement the bootstrap. So how to implement the bootstrap? it's very simple. You go to the public function boot. This is the function. So we have to comment, we have to remove it. Here we have to add it. Paginator. You have to write paginator. Paginator. Right? Colon. We have to implement the bootstrap. Use bootstrap. Use bootstrap. That's it. Paginator. Use bootstrap. That's it. Now we have to tell the path where your bootstrap is resided. So go above. Here, simple this thing I just copy it, paste it here. Here we have to remove these lines. Here you have to write it is resided. The use bootstrap is you have resided pagination. Inside the pagination, there's a class which is a paginator. The paginator. It resides on this class, right? That's it. Now let's file, save all. Now let's refresh them. Here, now it's working successfully. Now we have all the things correctly. Here, if you go to second, here you can see the record. Now I'm going to add another record. Gen. You have to write the course, another course which is a you have to write Spring Boot. Course fees 13,000. It's save button. Now you can see here it's a newly added record. You can see the previous record. Click second here. You can see here. Now here pagination is working successfully. I hope you guys understood so far. We'll see in my next video tutorial. Thank you.